I was challenged to mark a tank in full stock configuration for 500 euro. I decided it will be the Comet.
Comet, one of my most loved tanks in the game.
But since we have to play it in stock configuration, we are playing with the gun that does a lot of damage but has super slow shell velocity, and that makes it super hard to hit moving targets. Okay, it's impossible to hit him now. I can't hit him! He's 100 meters away! But if the situation is just about right, you can do nasty stuff with it. Wait, wait! And it's track!
Nice.
From my very first battle in this challenge, I realized just how hard it is going to be to land accurate shots on the distance. But that's only half of the problem. We have 110 millimeters of armor penetration. To make it work and win the challenge, we have to be creative. That's why in the second round, the moment I noticed that my whole team is going to take control over the southeast part of the map, I knew I can get a ton of assistance by spotting for them. Are you kidding me? The first shot ever! No! The first shot! And don't I have firefighting skill? Despite losing almost all of the HP, we still managed to get decent results and win this game. At the moment we are playing with the combat equipment, but you can already tell that full stock Comet isn't that much of a fighter. Now imagine how hard it will get once we start facing tier 9 tanks with lots of armor, or play super open maps where tanks with view range dominate the game. That's why every win is super important. We are collecting experience to unlock second loadout and use full scouting equipment. And I got super lucky in the third game. Not only we are top tier, but also it is a city map. Using cover of the buildings, I can get very close to the enemies. This makes it so much easier to do damage. And this game turned out to be so successful that I told myself to remember this simple principle. If I can get close to the enemies and pick up fights against lightly armored vehicles, I should absolutely do that. No! What? Let's just say this isn't the most reliable gun in the game. But despite that, after this game we've collected enough experience to unlock field mods and equipped Comet with full scouting equipment. It will be super handy on open maps or when we are fighting against higher tiers. But for now, the game is being very generous to me, and yet again we are top tier. I want to get as much out of it as possible, because sooner or later, my luck eventually will run out. No, it's time. Oh, come on, man. GG, guys. Sadly, for the very first time, I lost Mark of Excellence and got the taste of low-tier artillery. I need to come up with a working strategy to deal with it. Losing 0.3% Mark of Excellence so early is not that big of a deal. But if this is a recurring pattern, I need to fix it. That's why I decided to be playing very passive and don't lose my HP early in the battle, because later I might be able to sneak past the enemy lines and hunt the precious artillery. Not only they hardly can defend themselves, but also I can get use of my HE rounds and get a little bit of damage done to save the game. But as you can see, it's not always that easy. Tank destroyers left alone usually an easy prey for medium tanks. But with 110mm of penetration and barely any speed, I am becoming a prey for this tier 9 tank destroyer. And that's why scouting equipment is so important. I can't do damage myself, but I can provide vision for my team. Let's go, guys. They don't have a single lightning. With my 500 meters view range, we can do magic here. Whew. Guys, kill it! Burn it! I don't know if there is a better feeling than just sitting in the bush, spotting for your team, and just seeing how the numbers of your assistants go up. It's like a roulette, and the mark of excellence is rising at the same time. It's beautiful. Now, all we have to do is just wait for team to kill them, and after that, we can do a crazy run through the line of the bushes. Perfect. Let's go. Let's go. It's time to shine, boys. But I don't want to just charge at the enemies. I want to do it in the most effective way. I will advance very slowly, taking breaks every couple meters. Letting my binoculars activate, I will get extra view range and it will help me outspot the enemies. I outspotted Boogie with the binoculars. I got so excited. I couldn't talk. And now with insane advantage build up, we just have to go in and get as much assistance as possible. It worked! It worked, guys! Games like this are huge motivation and insane push for the mark of excellence. But sometimes, despite my best scouting efforts, team was just not having it. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What a disaster, guys. With this tier 8 super heavy charging through the middle, I couldn't stay in this position any longer. But he pushed a little bit too far all by himself. And I decided to put my 110mm of armor penetration to the ultimate test. I cannot pen that. Well, what a surprise, huh? Now, all I can do is to load HE round and tickle him to death. This is just a small example of struggles I had to go through marking Comet in full stock configuration. But with 500 euro on the line, I had to find solution. And later I'm going to show you how I figure out Sidescraping with the Comet. But so far I managed to do whooping 125 damage. And that's why I'm super excited to see this somewhat isolated SU-100, which we can pen with HE rounds very easily. And with a single shot, we quadrupled our damage. And a second later, he made a mistake and we managed to finish him. And shortly after, we end up in 2v2 situation, where I just cannot pen the enemy. But of course, we are not going to give up, and if enemy wants to win this game, they have to come and get it. The only problem though is that I cannot win on my own, and as we speak, Contradictions is pushing my tier 7 tank destroyer, my only hope. He doubled! This T-Rate Heavy made a huge mistake firing both of his shells, going on 20-second reload. I have to use this time, get around him and turn this Heavy so that my tier 7 tank destroyer can do damage on his side. Unfortunately, my stock Comet is painfully slow and I couldn't finish maneuver in time. Now, for us to win this game, Contradictions needs to make another mistake. He shot. This is our opportunity. We are going to put one shot into his track and go around him. Turn for our tank destroyer to do the damage. Come on! Yeah! Whew. Guys, I have 1000 damage. I'm sweating, dude. I'm dripping wet. Playing with the Comet was very hard, but I was trying my best. Spotting for my teammates when I couldn't do damage myself. Pushing heal on mines when I felt like I can have a decent chance of taking it. And then later hope for side shots on the enemies. Whenever I would see tigers in the enemy team, I would be quite happy because I can easily pen their sides. And in one of those games, I managed to get over 3000 damage, which was my best so far. I also learned that it's not that bad of an idea to push towards common lightning positions, especially if there are Borats in the enemy team, because this is just free damage. And once we push them away, I even managed to get one of them with the blind shots. I hit something. Did you see the second one was splash? In general, I was using my scouting equipment with binoculars all the time, and spotting for my team was the most effective tactic. But I was struggling greatly on city maps. Here, spotting is not as viable and I'm kind of forced to use my gun, if we can put it this way. But that's where I discovered the side-scraping ability of Comet. And I think that a lot of people get the idea of the side-scraping as a whole very wrong. So if you yourself think that side-scraping is angling the armor and then reversing until you are able to shoot, that's how you lose HP. The real side scraping is angling the sight at the angle where the enemy cannot pen it and bait the shot. Once they fire, you have this window of the opportunity to shoot back. That's it. And if I can do it with a stock Comet, you can definitely do it with your Tiger 2, E100, mouse, you name it, guys. And just a little cherry on top. If while side scraping, enemy get unspotted, turn your turret to the side. You will be able to spot enemy much faster with your gun mantlet. I really hope that these small tips is going to turn you into a better player. Another thing that I feel like a lot of people struggle is being bottom tier. And if there is anything I learned playing stock Comet against tier 9s sometimes, is that you just have to be patient and opportunities will present themselves. Like this WZ-114. There is no chance I can scratch him shooting frontally. But if I can survive until the end, maybe I will be able to position myself where I can shoot his back. That's why at all times my goal was to stay alive until the end of the battle. Here we are playing against BZ-176 and iyouxin 57. If you don't play the game yourself, these tanks are infamous for being overpowered because they have incredible armor and insane alpha damage. In any case, they can kill my Comet in just 2 shots, while it would take a miracle for me to even scratch them. But with the patience and movement around the map to catch enemies off guard, we can make even Comet work, especially when we can use our slow shell velocity to our advantage. I think I'm fully safe, guys. think I'm fully safe. Look at this! He cannot shoot me back. He couldn't see, he couldn't see me, man. I was totally invisible. I did mention previously that my goal was to always survive until the end, and this is the reason why. Not having much penetration, RT is my primal food, my rations, my diet with the Comet. But to get to the RT, I first need to patiently wait for the enemies to die out, for the space to be created. So if you guys are playing at the bottom tier or in general struggling in World of Tanks, try to survive early on, and later the game will present you with opportunities like this. Done! Guys, I was fighting against tier 10 tanks, BZ, Skoda, XMs. Dude! Whoa, another ace tanker, man. And I got the mission done. Okay. I'm top by the damage. They need to nerf it, man. They need to nerf. This shit is too good. A couple of games later, I got Malinovka and got nearly 5,000 combined. For my tier 7 in tier 9 game, this was amazing. And now we are approaching second mark of excellence. So far, this journey has been difficult but smooth at the same time. But little did I know, things were about to change. I was continuing my grind, trying to do my best to survive in the world of premium tanks. Not having enough penetration to deal with the higher tier tanks frontally, I was often looking for positions to create a crossfire. If I get lucky, I might be able to pen even OP tanks in the back. Whenever I would face tier 8s and tier 9s, my goal would be just to save Mark of Excellence and don't drop too much. But every time I played top tier, things were a lot different. I was able to play a lot more aggressive, but sadly, my impact on games was minimal and I was losing a lot of games. But as long as the Mark of Excellence is going up, we are all good, guys. To truly succeed in this challenge, I know I need to keep a strong mindset and stay focused on my own performance. It's easy to get distracted by things like RNG, matchmaking, or bad teammates. I've seen plenty of players fall into this trap. But here's what I constantly try to remind myself. When you are too focused on what others are doing wrong, you often miss your own mistakes. Blaming others might feel justified in the moment, but it doesn't help you grow. Real progress comes not from perfect conditions, but from how you respond when things aren't going your way. How? I'm not spotted. It's okay, Mark of Excellence is up, plus 1% nearly. Ah, man, I should have been more patient. I think my decision of pushing Setter was good. I just should have gotten cover faster. Alright, guys. 2 Mark of Excellence. I mean, if we're making such mistakes and still getting decent results, we can do it, guys. We can do it. At the moment, I'm very happy. Things are going my way. But this was the beginning of the end. What the hell?
The tide comes in, pulls some sand back into the ocean. The land is lost, another fight it cannot win.
Oh my god, I nearly died, guys.
Begin. Clouds come in, turn from white to gray, then fade to nothing. They fall down to the ground just to be reborn again.
Nice, Arty. -022.
People come, people go, so it's told I should know. But when you're young, you think that some are invincible. The cycle begins.
Okay, gentlemen, as much as I would want to do it today, I don't think it's feasible. At this moment, I played stock Comet for over 7 hours straight. I needed to take a break and come back with full energy tomorrow. Alright, hello everyone. Today is the day. Yesterday was pretty tough, to be honest. But it is what it is. Day 2 started pretty slow. I was fighting higher tiers on maps that are just not so good for the Comet. But luckily I managed to hit this insane tracking shot on Ruiqi 100 and farmed over 700 assistants. And just seconds later I was lucky enough to be close enough to full HP iyouxin. I went around him, tracked and get nearly full assistance on this OP premium tank. And I even managed to set him on fire at the end. In the next game, I popped off. We've killed 2 tier 9 tanks, managed to farm 3.4k combined, but unfortunately lost this game anyway. Next, with doing damage and assistance, I managed to get to 91% mark of excellence for the very first time. After the devastating end of the yesterday stream, I felt pretty bad. But today, I am absolutely killing it. This game, I am playing as a top tier medium with plenty of lightly armored tanks to farm. This game should be huge! Okay. I'm dead. Not again.
Thanks.
You cannot. Nice.
Some motivation.
Thank you, bro. I need it. Thank you. I'm losing my mind. Bro, like, I'm playing against professionals, both on my team when it comes to blocking and in the enemy. Like, unfortunately, we've met a stream sniper and end up losing almost 1% of Mark of Excellence. Hey, dude! Hi! I wish that my bad luck would end there. But under the pressure, I started to make more and more mistakes. In just 3 games, I've lost 2% of the Mark of Excellence. My motivation was at the lowest. I started to think to give up on this challenge. I'm sorry to tell you, but we are not giving up! Who do you think I am? We're gonna grab our balls and do this! Okay, okay. Okay, you just had to ask, guys. Finally, bro. Holy shit, he's not even in the bush, cannot see him. And we out! Woo! 2%! We got everything back, dude. We are back. We are gaming, dude. Guys, please. Wow. Okay, boys, 93%. I am not dropping in a single game until we get 3 Mark of Excellence, boys. absolute focus, man. Performance in any game, no matter the results, dude. I cannot believe I took that. I told you guys, I'm not dropping. In the next game, for the very first time, I reached 94% mark of excellence. All we need now is a good map in the next battle and we have it. Oh, I have not had this map once so far. This map is absolutely phenomenal because I can play aggressive, do damage and spot by going in this position. The only problem, if enemy will have the same idea. This strategy is very risky, but if we manage to pull it off, we guarantee have 3 mark of excellence. I'm just hoping there is no one countering my play. Unfortunately, 45 TP in enemy team had the same idea, and now I cannot escape. I had to take a fight against the heavy tank having only 110mm of armor penetration. Somehow we managed to survive on 23 HP, but now we have to get out of here because I know that enemies will go for me. Yes! 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 We did it! We did it, man! We did it! I cannot believe it! Woo-hoo! Let it rain! Let it rain! At the end of the challenge, I asked my friend do not give me subscription to gift subs to this awesome community instead of donating 500 euro. This way, some of you were able to watch streams without ads for a month. So, special thank you to do not give me subscription for this absolutely insane challenge. And thank you for everyone watching, for giving me an opportunity to create content about the game that I love. After I've marked stock Comet, I think we can make anything work. Subscribe, not to miss future journeys.